I think a lot of people really overcomplicate property, so let's get back to the basics. So there's going to be 3 stages to this. Stage number 1 is strategy, location, and service. Strategy, location, and service. If you are getting started in property, you need absolute clarity on these 3 things. And by the way, if you don't know what to do, get your education in place. Obviously. So strategy is like, what strategy are you doing in property? Is it buy to let, BRRs, lease options, service accommodation, commercial conversions, developments? There's hundreds of strategies, but you need to know where you're at in your journey, the complexity, what cash you have, your intelligence level, how patient you're going to be with the deal to select the right strategy. Location's going to be a really big indicator. A lot of people think that they need to do property where they live or wherever they live, half an hour's drive. That's just not the case anymore. I know many of my mentees that have done over 100 property deals in their first 5 years, and they live over 100 miles from their location. It's just, you do not need to be there, but obviously logistically it's a bit more difficult. The types of deals that I can do in central London, West London, East London, or indeed Norwich, they're all going to be very different locations and different types of strategies and benefits that I can do. And number 3, service. What I mean by this is, am I a sourcer? Am I getting paid a finder's fees for finding an opportunity? So they're buying the product, the property. Am I a deal packager where there's more of a service element? So at my company, we source, refurb, get through legals, finance, do the management of properties. So I'm selling the service around the property whilst also sourcing the product. So I'm going to charge a certain amount. And the reason I'm doing all of this, it could be a joint venture where you put in money, we share the upside, share the risk, or it could be a loan where you get a set return. All of these are service level agreements, and what this does is it allows me to understand the customer avatar, the type of customer that I'm looking to help. So strategy, location, service. Number 2 is having discipline and patience. Now, I don't really know if you need educating around this, but I really think it's important to share this, that very much like going to the gym. So, to be honest with you, this year I have focused less on my health, and I do regret it, right? That's not happened overnight. It's been me not going to the gym, me maybe eating not as healthily as I want to, and I'm getting back on that now. But it's the same as the wealth in my bank account. My net wealth is in the multi-8 figures, in the millions now, and that wasn't one day I woke up and went, oh, yeah, I'm a millionaire today. Great. I mean, I guess literally that happened because it would have been the threshold, right? But the point is, it was discipline, motivation to a point, but turning up and doing the right things every single day consistently. And so you have to be patient with that. I'll go through the formula of success in a moment, by the way, but in general, if you don't do it regularly, like what I show you next is 7 simple steps in one, if you like, but you can't just do that for a week and go, where's my money? It's like, no, you need to turn up every single day consistently and do the right things again and again and again and again and again. So let's take this video. My guess is that it's going to get thousands of views. Now, who knows? It could be one of those videos that pops and does incredibly well, which would help me if you click the like and subscribe right now, by the way, because it helps attract more viewers. Please do it. So if it gets thousands of views, let's say it gets 2,000 views. Okay, decent number of people. The reality is, if I posted this exact same video in the exact same way in 5 years' time, it might get 30,000 views. And it's because I've built up that credibility over time. Likewise, if this was in my first ever video, maybe my first 10 videos, and it was the exact same video, it might get 50 views. But the video, the quality is not different. Let's assume they're all mirrored. But the credibility that I've put into the market, the law of reciprocity is paying me back at a different level. And it's the same when you follow the steps. You have to be disciplined, you have to be patient, and know that if you have got the right education, going back to step 1, you've got the right strategy, the location and service, and you're doing the right things consistently over a period of time, you are going to get those results. Number 3, keep it basic. Once you know your strategy, your location, your service, you've worked out what your customer avatar is, and you've started your marketing, there are 7 stages of success, and it's called ACE and LAPS. ACE is a marketing framework that I created. LAPS is a sales framework that I've nicked, okay? So ACE is mine, LAPS is begged, borrowed and stolen and adapted for my purposes. So ACE. A is for awareness. How am I making people aware of what I do? I am making you aware. Some of you are already subscribed, or all of you are subscribed right now. If not, hit the button. I know who you are. I don't know who you are, but please subscribe if you do get value from this. So that's awareness. You're now aware of what I do. You've either watched now and you've gone, this guy's an absolute pleb, or you've watched me and gone, I actually quite like his vibe. I'm going to subscribe. I'm going to engage in his content from now. Who knows? I'm sure some of you will let me know in the comments, right? Next is communication. So communication is kind of like a call to action, right? And call to action might look like, if you've been watching this, maybe you've been watching several of my videos, I hope I've given you enough value for you to realize that I'm good enough to invest with. And if you're ready to back yourself and invest in yourself, comment education in the comments below. So that is a very real, and I'm literally telling you to do that, by the way. If you're going to do this, the more you invest, the more you're invested. If you won't invest in yourself, why would an investor, right? But that's a genuine call to action. So if you are watching and you're interested, put education in the comments below and I'll send you a link. Communication. E is extraction. So what I then do is for each of you that put education, I'll give you a unique link, or I'll put a link in the comments and I'll pin it to the description. You then click on that, and not everyone that says education actually follows through, because a lot of people just like the free stuff. They're never actually going to back themselves and do that sort of thing. No judgment here. But those people that then fill it in and fill in their details, that's extraction. You then become into my L, which is lead. So awareness, communication, extraction. Now you've become a lead. Now the thing is with a lead is you might be, not you, I'm sure, but some of the others might be an absolute waste of time, right? But I'm still going to call them, maybe send them an email. My team are going to call them. And ultimately, I'm calling them to see if they're ready, willing, and able to invest in themselves and back themselves right now. And this is called the qualification process. Once I've then called them and qualified them to see that actually they're a genuine person, we like them, because honestly, I'd rather have a hole in my business rather than an arsehole in my business, including with the customers. And I want to work with great people that want to work with us. So we qualify them and we book them in for an appointment, which is the A in LAPS, lead appointment. On the appointment, we find out a bit more about you, where you're at, where you want to get to, what you want to achieve in life. Have you got the resources, which by the way isn't just money. Have you got the time? Have you got the discipline? Have you got the right mindset to go in this? And then if we feel you're right, and you should be following this for your investors, by the way, and your vendors, this whole thing. And then I put a proposal to you. I say, hey, based on where you're at, I might go, based on where you're at, I don't think I can help you right now, but I do know somebody. I'm going to put you in contact with them. Don't want any payment. For a lot of you, it might be right, and unlikely for most people, we actually try to find the best people and we go, here's how we can help you, and here's how it works. And it might be one of our programs, it might be come and work closer with us, something like that. And then I get a yes or a no from you, and if it's a yes, it's a sell. So think about this from the investor point of view. ACE and LAPS. Every day, am I doing something to make investors aware of who I am? Am I communicating with them regularly? Am I giving them call to actions to extract them and make them a lead? Am I calling them, qualifying if they're ready, willing, and able to invest with me? Whether that's a joint venture, a sourcing partner, or a loaning partner. Put the proposal in front of them and you get it. The more A, C, E, L, A, and P that you do, the more sales that you get and the more money that you get in. So we've got strategy, location, and service. We've got discipline, continuity, and patience. And then you've got awareness, communication, extraction, leads, appointments, proposals, and sales. If that's not worth a subscribe, I don't know what is. So click the button. I'll see you in the next video. And genuinely, if you're ready to take massive action, put education in the comments. You won't regret it.